subhanahu wa ta'ala make your holiday beneficial to the entire ummah, inshallah. And we are welcoming you once again. Welcome to Mossel town for all of you. Before I proceed my discussion, because this is not a lecture, just only for the discussions, inshallah. Before I proceed, I have to make a dua. As all of us, we know the situation we are going through currently, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant our brothers and sisters in Palestine. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant them the victory, inshallah. There is no any other way can turn on to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala advises the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he was waiting for the jihad, first of all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him that he must remember making a lot of victories, remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So those people, they are in need of our du'as. Let us make du'as, whatever ibadah we are making for during the day. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us strong and remember them each and every single day, each and every single dua we are making, including them, inshallah. What I want to discuss for this time, as I said, it is a little bit a crucial topic, but we have to understand as the situation we are going through. First of all, I did recite the ayah from the Holy Quran, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Surah Al-Mumtahin, Surah number 60, Surah 60, ayah number 1. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا عدوي وعدوكم أولياء. Just only to catch the story from there. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, Allah reminds us, the believers. Allah first he said, يا أيها الذين آمنوا. Very calm words which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addressing us as a believers. يا أيها الذين آمنوا. O you who believe, O you who have iman, لا تتخذوا عدوي. Do not take my enemy. Don't take my enemy. وعدوكم, and also your enemies. Don't take my enemies who are against me and your enemies. أولياء, being as a friend of you. Why did you choose for these verses? There's a reason. That's why I'm saying that it is a little bit, some of us will be a little bit confused why this small boy is talking about this. I chose for these verses because there is a lot of things going around. Besides for our brothers and sisters in Palestine, those are already, they are in the way of jihad. They are already in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we are trying to be involved with them through the ibadah, making du'as each and every single day. But now, the question is, first of all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing us in this verse. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing us, we as believers? There is a reason. During the COVID-19, there was a lot of things which went around in the social medias for the entire world. Not only here in South Africa we are living. This is so sad. That's why I just choose for this topic. There's a lot of things which is going around even now today as I'm speaking. The thing which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding us, don't take my enemies and your enemies, become a friend of you. How come the Muslim becomes the enemy of non-Muslims? Besides those people we know already that there is almost 26 Muslim countries, but they can't do nothing for our brothers in Palestine. Why? Because these are the people, they already engage, become the friends of those people, become the friends of those people who are the enemies of Islam. Today it is impossible for them to come and stood in the platform to speak the truth that from today you are not my friend anymore. Because they have already assumed, they already consume in their body something which is haram So it is very hard for them to stay away from them. It is impossible for them to say, no, today we are waving our flag, we are waving our flag, that today, from today onwards, we are cutting off our relationship. But they are smiling as the Muslims. Behind the back, they are not Muslims. Subhanallah. That's why people, they said, Halatul Muslimin. Between the hal and the hal is two different words. Hal, which means the conditions, but the hal, which means destroy, which means the condition which is not good for the Muslims. And this is what is happening, as I said, that in the COVID-19, there is a group of our ulama all over in the country fighting one another. You are the kafir, we are the Muslims. Subhanallah. If the Prophet Muhammad was there alive, was going to accept it. Okay, if we are fighting on our own, in front of the kuffar, in front of the Yahudiya, do we think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will restore peace in the land of Muslims? It is impossible. Today we are taking the Quran put one side, we are taking the judgment into the court. The Yahudiya is become our judge in front of the Muslims, between Muslim and Muslim fighting one another. If we can understand about these people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Holy Quran many times. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran many times about the Banu Israel. He didn't mention many times for the reason why. Because these people, they feel like when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed them with the wisdom, they thought that they are owning for everything. That's where the problem comes. They think that they are owning everything and we don't have anything to say. But we have to understand Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He is always there with a person who is in a haq. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always there with somebody who is fighting for the cause of Islam to restore peace for the Muslim land. So this is so sad for ourselves that we can't even stand ourselves. We are totally nothing, even myself I'm nothing. If I can speak, nobody can take my words. But those are the top senior ulama in our own ground, in our own land, fighting one another in the social media. Creating the groups. What about those people who are watching all of this fighting one another? There is no any peace, there is no any space that you can come and call one another in the small space in the room to say, okay, my brother, you know what you did. This is totally wrong. This is not according to the Sunnah and the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said this and that, and the Hadith said this and that, and resolve the issues. But the problem is, I want to be number one. I want to be more famous because I am a learned person more than him. This is the problem we are facing now. Everybody wants to be more learned than other person. By the end of the day, he wants to gain a lot of money from the people. That's why this problem is not going to be solved if ourselves we can't resolve these issues. Because why? We have been connected with these people, becomes our friends, and our Muslim brother becomes our enemy. Subhanallah. Today when you ask somebody, who is the enemy of Islam? He's going to say it's a Muslim. Who is the enemy of Muslims? He's going to say Yahud. You can correct me. The question somebody can ask, who is the enemy of Islam? Says it's a Muslim. Who is the enemy of the Muslim? It's a Yahudi. So we have to understand all of this, where we are coming from, and whatever we are doing, whatever we are trying to explore in the public. I'm begging you, if one of you are in the same category that you are a top senior in the certain group which which is on behalf of the Muslim, wherever we are coming from, please take my small message. This is my small message I want to ask you. I'm begging you that we have to resolve the issue in the sight that somebody can't even hear. Because this is according to this is between the Quran and the Sunnah. But it's not about, the way it seems like it's about myself and my organization, so that I must be on top. When I'm on top, then everybody will say, no, that is a senior alim. When I'm on top, then if I am a senior alim, everybody is going to run after me. Wallahi, billahi, Allahi, the Quran is saying, فَلَا تُزَكِّي أَنفُسَكُمْ. Do not purify yourself to be holy for yourself. What the Prophet said, التَّقْوَى هَاهُنَا. The piety is inside the heart. Who knows what is inside here? Nobody. Between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nobody knows whatever is inside here. That's why the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned in the hadith, Inna Allah la yanzuru ila ajsamikum. Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't see for your body how big you are, how small you are. Wala ila suwarikum. Even for your faces, how beautiful the way you look. Walakin yanzuru ila qulubikum. Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says what is inside the heart. Whatever we conceal in our hearts, that is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. So regarding for the issues we are currently facing right now, the solution for ourselves, beside our brothers and sisters, wallahi, Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha was asking the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam regarding the jihad for the woman. What the Prophet Muhammad said? Jihad for the woman. Yes, it is a jihad which is al-hajj wal-umrah. Al-hajj wal-umrah, that is the jihad for the woman. But today, the women themselves, they are taking the guns, going out to fight for their wool. Because why? The Muslim can't stand themselves with their own feet in the public. Those people which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala given them authority. Those men which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have been choosing them as the leaders, they can't even stand on their own feet. We don't have the guns, but at least we can do something. We don't have knives, but at least we can do something. We don't have the means that we can go there, but at least we can do something. But those people which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed them, they just keep quiet. Just fold it like this and sit it under the pillow. Today we are sitting in our comfort zones, watching the TV. Now, from the news of Palestine, it becomes like a football. But wallahi billahi tallahi, those people, not even a minute, single minute, they are counting that they're going to be alive. Not even a single hour, they feel like they will be available, they will be alive on this dunya. They don't even know what they are going to eat. They don't even know what is going to be happen before the sunset. They are living the life that even when they look this side, they don't even feel that there is a Muslim brotherhood around the world. But still there is a people which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed them with millions and billions of money. But those money, they are busy doing with haram. Doing something which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told them this, you are not allowed to do this. Now entertaining the same Nasara, they're entertaining the same Yahud. Recently on the 14th of November, it was a massive disco in Saudi. While the people, they are crying, they are bombing one another, they are busy bombing them. The children, they are dying, but they are busy dancing, wearing the kurta like this, wearing the amama, busy dancing. Where are we going? Where the Muslims going now? But all of this because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned. If we can understand for this verse from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will understand that the problem, sometimes the problem comes from ourselves. But not all of them, they are bad people. Even the Quran did mention. Not all of them becomes our enemies. Those people who are not, they are not taking out our houses. They are not fighting with us.